Greetings, Joy Souls. This is the Live Joy Lifestyle Podcast. I am your host, amsa-t.neter, and it is my mission to share joy from my heart to yours whenever and wherever you are. And today, I'd like to start with story time. Way back when I used to go to the children's room for church, we used to sing a song that seemed really fun. And it would say things like, oh, you can't get to heaven on roller skates. You'd roll right past those golden gates. You can't get to heaven like this or like that because whatever clever rhyming reason. My mom heard me singing this song and we never went back to church again. We switched churches, and when she explained why I couldn't go back to that church, she told me because that song was absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason for us to be saying things like that. They shouldn't be teaching it to us. And I told her that after the song, they would always say, just to clarify, of course you can get to heaven on roller skates. Of course, it's just all a joke. But my mom wasn't having it. She could see that there was importance in the words that we're singing and using for praise instead of joking about not getting into heaven. She didn't want that anywhere in my field. And that was my first lesson about how important our words are. I didn't know it then, but I do know now that my words have power. The energy I put out matters just as much as the energy that I take in. And of course, intentions matter. I mean, we all say things that we don't mean from time to time, and there can be different intentions behind what we do and what we say. But all of it, everything matters. That's why people pray. Praying is using words. It's powerful. That's why we talk about speaking things into existence. We can literally manifest our reality with our words. Using words is like casting spells. So whether you mean things in a joking way or not, just know that your words have power. So if words can be this powerful, how do you think your words are affecting your current reality or the way that you present yourself to the world? What kinds of words are you using on yourself, in your self-talk? This can go a long way when it comes to building up confidence. A lot of time we lack confidence based on what we believe others are going to think of us, but we don't actually know what they think or what they will think. We can only guess, assume. And where do these ideas come from? They come from you first. If you are guessing, if you're assuming, you're coming up with these ideas. And that right there is where it needs to end, right? With the thought. When you decide to speak it out loud, that's when you're affirming it. So instead of affirming the negative ideas that we feel people may have about us, let's affirm the positive. Affirm the perception that you want to put out into the world. Affirm how you want to be seen. If you can see yourself that way, then others can see it too. But if you just can't even fathom that you could be as amazing as you want people to recognize you as, then why should they see it either? Right? So start affirming it for yourself and believe in it. Do you remember that saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? Why do we say that? It's because we know that words are the most cutting. Yes, broken bones will heal, but the pain of words can affect you for your whole life. That's why we affirm the opposite. That's why we say they can't hurt us, because we know, we know how powerful they are. So I think it's worth taking a look at the other side of it, like how we can use our words in a negative way that can cause harm. We also use the words as protection to keep us safe from the negativity. So the negative word, then the positive affirmation of saying words can't hurt you. But then we can also use words to help build us up. We can build ourselves up or anyone up with words and compliments and kindness. It's just, think about whenever I'll use my own example. Someone tells me I'm a good mom. I practically melt. Like if they tell me I'm doing a good job, because I've been told the exact opposite and I have believed it in the past. So it really soothes me to hear it from someone else that I'm seen as a good mom, that they see me trying and see me doing a good job. You can do that for yourself too, through the positive affirmations. My name is actually an affirmation for me. It empowers me the more that I use it and the more I'm called by it. Amsa-t.neter is not my government name. After I began practicing Reiki for a couple of years and deciding to become a master teacher, I felt very strongly about taking a spiritual name. So I did a name reading with my teacher, my Reiki, and the name that came forth is amsa-t.neter. It means my success comes from submitting to the Most High. It reminds me of one of my most important life lessons. Surrender. I follow the Most High and I will be successful. And this isn't just about success, like career success. That's, I think, the most natural thing that we think of, but it means success in life in all the ways. So I feel that so much has come from my surrender ever since I decided to really take on this name and follow the path of neter, of my intuition. And I surrender to the guidance. I don't always understand it right away. I don't always want to do it, but I find that I have always been on the right path when I do it. I'm always better for it. Things always work out. And in the surrender, I'm not fighting against my intuition. Things flow more smoothly. Every day, my intuition grows and my ability to surrender gets stronger. And I start trusting even more in myself and definitely in God. Have you ever heard of calling a child by what you want them to become? I cannot say that I remember where I heard this or who I heard it from, but it stuck with me because I really liked it. This belief that if you call a child doctor, that they will become this, right? That child is going to become a doctor because you have affirmed it for their whole lives. I can't imagine people actually doing this if it didn't work. So that is the power of affirmations and belief, using words as power to manifest. Of course, I don't want to take away my child's choice, but I do wish some things for her, right? So my youngest, she came to me at a time when I was working very intensely with plant medicine, doing a lot of healing work for myself from her conception through to her birth. And so now I call her medicine woman, because I see that in her and it just feels right given the way that she came to me in this time. So I know she could do this along with other things. Being a medicine woman doesn't mean it has to be like her only thing, but I want this for her because I want her to know plants, to know how to heal herself, seeing food as medicine and being able to heal herself naturally and share this with her family as well. So that's my wish for her. And so I will continue to call her medicine woman, or as of right now, she's bebe medicina, the medicine baby. So I'll just keep affirming that for her, just as I affirm this for myself. So I ask you, what would you like to affirm for yourself? I invite you to practice mindfulness when you speak to others and to yourself, even when you speak about life and your future. When you become aware, you will catch yourself in so many verbal traps. I'm serious, but you can work yourself out of them once you are aware of them. And if you're not sure, a great place to start is never say never. You remember that one, right? Or I always heard, can't is not a word in my vocabulary. These are rules I grew up with, and I love them now, because never say never is telling me that there is always a way. My dreams are possible. And then removing can't from my vocabulary is letting me see that I may have things to learn, but I can learn them. It's a matter of when, or maybe saying not yet, but I'm on my way. I'm still learning. So can't doesn't exist. It's only can, try, learn, and I will get there. So I can be really good at catching the limiting self-talk. So if you need your words reflected back to you and to help gain some clarity, awareness, speak your words to me. I'll help you. You can message me or use the link in the notes to book a free call, and I look forward to sharing innerJOY with you. I've got so much love for you, and until we meet again, let your breath fuel you, let your heart move you, and let your intuition guide you. Peace, love, and live joy.